Hello everyone. It's great to be here with you today. You know, we all have those days where we feel a little overwhelmed, a little drained, maybe even a little burnt out. And that's okay. It's totally normal to feel that way sometimes, especially in today's fast-paced world. But when those feelings start to stick around a little too long, it's important to take a step back and figure out how to recharge. That's what we're here for. In this video, we're diving into what burnout is and how you can manage it with some effective tips. We'll explore the signs, the symptoms, and most importantly, the solutions to help you regain control and feel your best. So, if you're ready to ditch the burnout and embrace a healthier, happier you, buckle up. We've got a lot to cover, and I promise it'll be worth it. Let's start by getting clear on what burnout actually is. And no, it's not just about having a long day or feeling tired after work. Burnout is a state of emotional, physical, and mental exhaustion caused by prolonged or excessive stress. It's like running a marathon every day without a finish line in sight. You're constantly pushing, constantly striving, and eventually your body and mind just hit a wall. Think of it like this. Imagine a battery that's constantly being used but never gets recharged. Eventually, that battery is going to die, right? That's burnout in a nutshell. So, how do you know if you're on the road to burnout? Well, there are some telltale signs to watch out for. One of the biggest ones is feeling emotionally exhausted, like you're running on empty. You might feel detached from your work or your passions, and even the smallest tasks can feel overwhelming. Another sign is cynicism and negativity, especially towards your job or co-workers. You might find yourself feeling increasingly irritable, resentful, or just plain over it. Physically, burnout can show up as fatigue, insomnia, headaches, or even digestive issues. It's like your body is waving a giant red flag, telling you to slow down and take a break. Remember, recognizing these signs early on is key to preventing burnout from taking over your life. Now, you might be thinking, is burnout really that big of a deal? And the answer, unfortunately, is a resounding yes. Recent studies have shown that burnout is a growing epidemic, affecting millions of people worldwide. In fact, the World Health Organization has officially recognized burnout as an occupational phenomenon. And it's not just individuals who are feeling the heat. Burnout is costing companies billions of dollars each year in lost productivity, increased healthcare costs, and higher employee turnover. So this isn't just a personal issue, it's a societal one that we need to address head-on. The good news is that researchers are working hard to understand burnout better and develop effective strategies to combat it. One key finding is that burnout isn't always directly related to workload. It's often triggered by a combination of factors, including lack of control, unclear expectations, and a mismatch between values and work demands. Another important insight is that self-care isn't just a luxury. It's a necessity when it comes to preventing burnout. Taking breaks, prioritizing sleep, and engaging in activities that bring you joy are all crucial for maintaining your well-being. The research is clear. Burnout is a real and pressing issue, but there are steps we can take to address it effectively. All right, folks, let's talk self-care. It's about making yourself a priority. Taking care of your mental and physical health is essential. You can't pour from an empty cup. Running on fumes won't help you live your best life. So, how do we refill our cups? Start with the basics. Getting enough sleep is crucial. Nourish your body with healthy food. Make small changes, like swapping soda for water, and make time for relaxation. Your mind and body will thank you. Now, I know what you're thinking. John, I'm busy. Where am I supposed to find time for all this self-care stuff? Life gets hectic, but even small pockets of time can make a world of difference. Start with just 10 minutes in the morning. Try a quick meditation app, do some stretches, or just sit with a cup of coffee and collect your thoughts. Incorporate little acts of self-care throughout your day. It's about finding moments to prioritize your well-being. When you feel good, you handle stress better and are more productive. Let's talk boundaries, everyone. Setting healthy boundaries is like building a fence around your time and energy. It's about protecting your well-being, especially in the workplace. Your time and energy are valuable. Set clear expectations about your availability. Let colleagues know when you're off the clock. Don't be afraid to say no to extra projects. Communicate your limits and needs. Create a healthier work environment. Now, setting boundaries isn't just for the workplace, folks. It's just as important in our personal lives. Think about the friend who always calls to vent at the worst times, or the family member who expects you to drop everything to help them out. It's okay to say no, even to the people you love. Let them know you care, but also be clear about your limits. Maybe you need some quiet time after a long day, or maybe you have a prior commitment. It's not selfish to prioritize your needs. Setting boundaries in our personal lives allows us to protect our energy and time for the things and people that matter most. It's about creating a healthy balance between being there for others and taking care of ourselves. Remember, setting boundaries is a sign of self-respect, and it allows us to show up as our best selves in all areas of our lives. Let's talk about a two-letter word that's surprisingly difficult to say. No. It's small but powerful, especially for combating burnout. We often feel pressured to say yes to everything. Extra projects, social commitments, favors. But saying yes when you want to say no leads to resentment and burnout. Learning to say no is about setting healthy boundaries and prioritizing well-being. Remember, saying no doesn't have to be mean or confrontational. Now, I know what you're thinking. John, easier said than done. I feel so guilty saying no. And trust me, I get it. But here's the thing. Saying no doesn't make you a bad person. It makes you a human being with limitations. And honestly, most people will understand and respect your honesty. You'll build confidence and realize that setting boundaries is actually a form of self-care. Saying no is a powerful tool to help you do just that. Take a deep breath and remember the power of no. Remember that feeling when you finally learned how to share your toys? It was tough at first, right? But then you realized sharing made things easier. That's what delegating tasks is like. It's about recognizing you don't have to shoulder everything alone. Learning to delegate empowers others, fosters teamwork, and frees you up to focus on what you do best. So, don't be afraid to ask for help. Teamwork makes the dream work. how do we put this into practice? Delegation is about balancing control and effectiveness. Like letting go of your kid's bike as they learn to ride. They're steering, but you're there. Identify tasks to delegate. Routine, time-consuming, or better handled by others. Choose the best fit and communicate clearly. Be clear about expectations, deadlines, and resources. Provide support and guidance. Delegation helps others learn, grow, and feel valued. Embrace the power of delegation. All right, folks, we're about to talk about something truly revolutionary. Something so simple, yet so often overlooked in our go-go-go world. Are you ready for this? It's called taking a break. I know, groundbreaking, right? But seriously, when was the last time you actually stepped away from your work, put down your phone, and gave yourself permission to just be? In a world that constantly tells us to hustle harder and do more, it's easy to get caught in the trap of thinking that taking a break is a sign of weakness. But here's the truth. Our bodies and minds aren't designed for constant, uninterrupted work. It's like trying to run a marathon without ever stopping for water or rest. You might be able to push through for a while, but eventually you're going to hit a wall. Taking regular breaks isn't just about avoiding burnout, it's about optimizing our performance. How do we break free from the cult of busyness? Make taking breaks a non-negotiable part of our day. It starts with shifting our mindset. Stop glorifying the grind. Recognize that rest is just as important as work. Taking breaks is like hitting the reset button. Clear your head, de-stress, and come back fresh. Even a few minutes of stepping away can make a difference. Remember, taking breaks isn't selfish. It's an investment in your well-being and productivity. So, go ahead. Give yourself a break. You deserve it. Okay, team. Let's talk about mindfulness. Mindfulness isn't about becoming some kind of Zen master. It's simply about bringing our attention to the present moment, without judgment. Think of it like this. Our minds are like puppies. Mindfulness is about gently guiding that puppy back to its bed. It reduces stress, improves focus, and boosts our mood. How do we incorporate mindfulness into our busy lives? It doesn't require fancy equipment or hours of practice, just a few minutes each day, focusing on our breath or surroundings. Apps like Calm, Headspace, or Insight Timer offer guided meditations for all levels. You can do it anytime, anywhere. Be patient with yourself. Mindfulness is about showing up for yourself, moment by moment. We've covered some fantastic strategies for tackling burnout, but sometimes we need extra support, and that's okay. If you're feeling overwhelmed, it might be time to call in reinforcements. Knowing you deserve support and reaching out, that's a power move. So, if you're struggling, don't hesitate to reach out to a therapist, counselor, or doctor. Now, finding the right therapist can feel a bit like trying to find the perfect desk plant for your office. It might take a little trial and error, but trust me, it's worth it. Start by asking for recommendations from friends, family, or even your doctor. They might know someone fantastic. You can also check out online directories or resources, like Psychology Today, which can connect you with therapists in your area. And remember, it's all about finding someone you feel comfortable with, someone you can trust and open up to. Don't be afraid to schedule a few consultations before committing. It's like a first date, but with less awkward small talk and way more emotional support. Remember, you deserve to feel your best, and sometimes that means seeking professional help. It's not a sign of weakness, it's a sign of strength, a commitment to your own well-being, and that's something to be proud of. We're nearing the finish line, folks. And this last tip is all about teamwork, about building a support system that would make the Avengers proud. Because let's be real, even superheroes are stronger together. When we're feeling burned out, it's easy to isolate ourselves, to become hermits in our own homes. But that's like trying to fight a supervillain without calling for backup. Trust me, it's way more fun and effective with a team. Spending time with loved ones, whether it's grabbing coffee with a friend, having a virtual game night, or just calling your mum for a chat, can make a world of difference. These connections remind us that we're not alone, that we're loved and supported, and that's a powerful antidote to burnout. Now, I know what you're thinking. John, I'm already feeling burned out. How am I supposed to find the energy to socialize? Start small. Send a quick text to a friend, leave a funny comment on a loved one's social media post, or even just smile at a stranger. These micro-connections can boost your mood. Building a strong support system takes time and effort, but it's worth it. And there you have it, folks. Our top 10 tips for beating burnout and reclaiming your energy and joy. Remember, you are your own superhero, and you have the power to prioritize your well-being. Don't forget to subscribe for more helpful tips, and please share this video with anyone who might be feeling a little burnt out. We're all in this together. Take care and manage your stress wisely. And remember, you've got this.